turning stamp letters of credit into profits. In this video, I'm going to tell you what not to do and what to do. You've got to watch this video.
Altfunds Global presents Turn Standby Letters of Credit into Cash. Here's how.
All of the information presented is for entertainment and information purposes only. Nothing discussed constitutes legal or accounting advice, an offer or solicitation of financial services, or financial advice of any kind. Our goal is to showcase alternative vehicles to raise capital. At no point will we be soliciting any investment programs.
Hey, it's Taimour Zaman. I'm the founder of the book, Stamp Letters of Credit, Turning Paper into Profit. I also own a company called Altfunds Global, where we help clients with alternative sources of funding, exit-based funding, revenue-based funding. So friends, this week we got retained by a firm out of Connecticut in the US. They were told if they put up $400,000, how a stamp letter of credit, a lease stamp letter of credit is going to be issued. It's going to be monetized, and all of a sudden they're going to get millions of dollars that they needed to do something called project financing. The client has been promised this for over 6 months, and until today they still haven't got paid. They somehow went on the internet, they found us, and they booked the conference. So I'm here to tell you what not to do, and I'm going to tell you the case studies that I do. So when somebody you don't know off the internet or in the United States or whoever they are, and they call you and say, well, if you give me $400,000, I'm going to give you multiple millions of dollars. If this is too good to be true, more likely it's too good to be true, and I really don't care who it is who's saying that to you. It could be a lawyer, it could be the Pope, it could be whoever it is. If this is too good to be true, more likely you should not be participating in that. When somebody says for $400,000 they're going to get a leased stamp letter of credit and they're going to monetize it, what you should know is the word lease means I'm renting it. Imagine I go to a car rental place and I lease a car. I don't own the car, I'm leasing it. How on earth can I sell an asset that I don't own? That's another red flag when you hear people saying, we can do project financing for $5. We're going to lease the stamp letter of credit or whatever the dumbass instrument is. We're going to monetize it. You're going to get all this project funding. Those are the cases of what not to do. Second thing, if you're going to line up projects because you want to go down this Kool-Aid, don't commit to your projects until your chickens have been hatched. If you don't have the money in your pocket, don't go and sign up real estate transactions or whatever else transactions you want to do because you simply don't have the money. So that's the how not to do it. I'm going to tell you how we do it. I authored a book called Stamp Letters of Credit, Turning Paper into Profit. I'll go to our online store shop and buy, I think it's a 4-day workshop where I do this with executives, answer all the questions on Stamp Letters of Credit. I have the bank, one of the bankers I use for SBLCs come and talk about, yes, we issue SBLCs for this guy, Taimour and his clients, and he leaves, and there's a guy who's a monetizer, walks into the room and says, we monetize Stamp Letters of Credit for Taimour, here's how we do it like that. So I'm not here to sell you the course, I just want to tell you we have a course available. But I want to tell you how we do it. So at this moment, I'm working with an import-exporter out of Greece, and he gets transactions that he has to fulfill. He has a current project for $38 million. So he has to buy cargo that's worth $38 million. He's going to give his seller some kind of a guarantee that he's going to make payment, and that's when the stamp letter of credit comes in. So I'll go to him and say, can I be the one issuing the stamp letter of credit? I'll create arrangements, terms with him like that. I know what my costs are, and I'll make sure and ask him, can I give you a stamp letter of credit from a rated bank? So it's not the no-name bank of Iraq, the no-name bank of Afghanistan. It's one of the top 40 banks in the world. But the issuing city could be India. The issuing city could be Jordan. Like the city is not London, more of a no-name city. So the cost of acquiring a stamp letter of credit from these no-name cities is a lot cheaper compared to a $40 million stamp letter of credit from HSBC London. For me, it is. So this gentleman will come and say, look, Taimour, I have a cargo. I'm importing cargo for $38 million. Here's my paper. Right. I will look at, do you have a bank comfort letter? Somebody who says, yes, I can give you money against it, whatever else. I'll give you a loan against the stamp of credit. Keyword, I'm giving a loan. You have to repay back. For the stamp of credit, once I receive it. Great. So once I see the bank comfort letter, I can see this is a cargo transaction, this real, there's a receiving bank. Then I'm going to go and arrange it for the issuing bank to send him the stamp of credit to his bank, his what's referred to as an monetizer. Within 3 days of them receiving and verifying this is to be real, I have a fee that I collect. And I promise you my fee is more than 2.5%. But I'm collecting the fee not on hundreds and billions and trillions of dollars. It's a $38 million cargo. The cargo is $38 million. So the seller will say, give me a stamp of credit for 40 million, 42 million, right? So the stamp of credit that I'm arranging, that I'm getting cash from, is $40 million. It's not $500 million of that. I am not participating in a transaction where the guy says, only if you give me $5, I'm going to go get a stamp of credit. I'm going to monetize it for you, Taimour, who has nothing to do with whatever that's going on here. And all of a sudden you're becoming a millionaire. So those are things of what not to do. If you want to leverage alternative funding industry, great industry. I made a lot of money out of it. I have clients who made a lot of money out of it. You can see case studies of people that add on our YouTube channel, books, whatever it is. Where stamp of credit works, and this is key to understand, is a stamp of credit is underneath it is a live, real transaction that's happening. I know who the import-export is. I know who the issuing banker is that I'm working with. I know who the receiving banker is. I know the company that's the seller of the goods to the import-export guy, the buyer in the import-export guy. I know who all these players are. I have all the right contracts, relationships like that. And that's how I'll issue a stamp of credit. And I make a margin, a small fee for the issuance of it. And I don't have to worry about monetizing. I don't have to worry about is the goods real or not. It's just I don't have to do all that stuff, but I have all that information. And that's how you leverage your stamp of credit to turn it into cash for yourself. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please look at our events. We do quarterly, monthly events, webinars specifically, and I think every few months we do something on stamp of credit, monetizing stamp of credit, how do you structure stamp of credit, paperwork, every single angle of a stamp of credit. I think we cover, and we cover really well. More importantly, if you check out our courses, you'll see actual bankers who work with monetizers like that. If we can help you out, it would be a pleasure and honor. Feel free to book a call at allfundsglobal.com. Just as a reminder, at any given time, I have a bunch of idiots out of India or Bangladesh pretending to be me. So I don't WhatsApp people, talk to people on WhatsApp, Facebook. We don't have a TikTok account. We only use one platform, LinkedIn, to provide some of our content, and we only book calls through our website, allfundsglobal.com. We don't take calls on WhatsApp or Signal. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much, and looking forward to serving.
Hi friends, I now want to take a minute and answer some of your frequently asked questions. One of the common questions I get a lot is, Taimour, we've learned a lot from you through your YouTube channel. How do we learn more? Can we fly down and meet your team? And the answer to all of that is yes, yes, and yes. So if you want to learn more, my first invitation is to become a member of All Funds Global. You simply go to our website, allfundsglobal.com. You sign up to become a member for free. You get access to webinars, offshore events that we do, and content that we never, ever, ever, ever publish on YouTube. I promise you that it's worth becoming a member for sure. The second way that you can learn a lot is I'm a published author. Structured Financing Demystified, Hypergrowth, just multiple books on Amazon that you can get access to. I highly recommend going and checking out some of these books, getting engaged into some of the stuff, that strategies and tactics that we're using for ourselves, for our families, for our friends. You definitely want to check these things out for sure. Another question, I guess, Taimour, why are you so passionate about getting a bank license? Why is that so important? Well, the truth is, our mission within Alphonse Global is to help businesses become self-funded for life. Imagine you run a coffee shop and I run a coffee shop. Imagine we buy the coffee beans from the same grower and my coffee shop is right across yours, like really right across yours. Our competition is probably nil. But if you have a bank license and I don't have a bank license, and let's say I made $500,000 and you made $500,000 in income, but if you have a bank license, you are depositing a bank license with the central bank of the country where you own your own private bank license. Let me repeat this again. You are depositing your money with the central bank of the country you have your bank license on. So $500,000 deposited with the central bank should give you a line of credit of 10 times multiples. So that means you get a line of credit of $5 million. Now it's not free money, it's a line of credit of $5 million. Now, if you draw that entire money out and you go to whichever country you're currently resonating in, the country you're doing business with, and you know in real estate, you want to buy a house, you put 20% down and you get a loan for 80%, same thing. You put $5 million down with a business plan to your local bank, whoever your bank with, and say, hey, I want to grow my business, my technology business, real estate business, pharmaceutical business, whatever business it is. I'm a venture capitalist. I'm putting $5 million down. Your bank gives you a loan at four times more, so now you get a $20 million loan. Now it's not free money, it's $20 million loan. What can you afford to do with $20 million that I cannot afford to do with $500,000? Could you invest in artificial intelligence? Could you invest in hiring better people? Could you invest in advertising? Hell, with that amount of money, could you even buy auxiliary businesses or invest in auxiliary businesses? I say you can, and that's why we within Alphonse Global are so passionate in helping clients become self-funded for life, and getting a private bank license is one of the vehicles that I am personally very passionate about helping clients on. Another question, I guess, Taimour, you charge a consultation fee. Alphonse Global, the team charges a consultation fee. Why do you charge a consultation fee when you guys can make so much money on the back end? It somehow slows me down from taking a credit card and paying you money for it. Well, here's the truth. We offer our content, millions and millions of dollars worth of content complete for free on YouTube. We don't advertise as of the date of doing this video. We don't advertise on YouTube, Google, or we don't do any kind of advertising at all. And what we find is the volume of traffic that goes into YouTube attracts people that are tire kickers, people that are fraudsters, people that have mental health issues. When we charge a small consultation fee, this deters the hacker, the fraudster, the person who's shopping around, the tire kicker. It eliminates all that and allows me and my team to be on calls or meetings with customers we actually want to do business with. What a concept. Now comes, this is better. At the time of doing a transaction with a client, that fee they pay for a consultation call, we refund it. At the conclusion of us doing a transaction with a client, we refund 100% of all the monies that they paid on consultation fees. This allows us to work with people that are committed to working with us, are serious about working with us, are not tire kickers, are not people that are like, they don't know what banking 101 is, and they're there to waste our time and energy. Just eliminates that. And me and my team are very proud of doing that. Next question, I guess, Taimour, the alternative funding industry overall has a lot of fraudsters in it, has a lot of deep fake in it. What are you doing to protect us, protect yourself? So here's the answer to that. Any industry that has a lot of money by default attracts a lot of fraud. Let me say this again. Any industry that attracts a lot of money by default attracts a lot of fraud. I don't know who you bank with. If you bank with one of the top 20 banks in the world, pick a bank you bank with, or you use payment processing companies like PayPal, these companies see a lot of fraud every day, from fraudsters mimicking their website to mimicking their email addresses, and in cases like mine, once a year or twice a year, some idiot, excuse my language, decides to copy my picture on social media, tries to create a fake profile of me, and goes on social media selling scammy transactions. Now, we have the technology and the resources to catch that, usually within 72 hours of that happening, and then cause legal action against that fraudster. We have the financial resources, thank God, to do that today, but that's just the nature of this industry. So what we do to protect ourselves is we never solicit on social media anything, nor do we solicit in general. We offer a lot of educational materials, but we don't solicit. You'll never see me or any of my associates on any social media trying to sell anything ever. Second, all transactions that we do, money always has to go through a reputable law firm. All transactions we do, money always has to go to a reputable law firm. We never ask the client to send us money or anything like that. Now, I do want to take a minute and talk a little bit about my competitors. In the United States, in the US alone, US has 3% of the world's population, and they have over 60% of the world's lawyers. In the United States, that's a fact, have 3% of the world's population and over 60% of the world's lawyers. I have a lot of legitimate competitors in the United States and around the world that unfortunately have been sued for wrongful things that other people have done. There's a lot of negative stuff on social media or websites about some of my legitimate competitors. And I want to tell you that a lot of my competitors are legitimate, they're hardworking people. I know them, they deliver real results. And unfortunately, they have negative comments or fraud or even lawsuits against them. The reason within All Funds Global doesn't have a lawsuit against it, or me, Taimour Zaman, don't have a lawsuit against me, or people on social media saying that we're fraudsters or something like that, is simply because of my lack of vision. Every company you deal with, every major company you deal with, whether it's the cars you drive, Ford, Lexus, I don't know, GM, or Facebook, Google, YouTube, whatever you use, or medicine you have, like Taimour, all of these companies have lawsuits against them. A lot of the companies you work with have litigations against them as just part of the growth. At some point, the business needs to grow exponentially, and that's when you have to see lawsuits as just the nature of the business growing. The fact that we don't have it is because of my lack of vision as the CEO and like trying to bark a tree like that. Now, I see that changing as we buy businesses that have other CEOs, as we grow, we have over 800 registered brokers with us. As that number grows, it's not normal for our business to continue growing without some idiot calling us fraudster, some idiot trying to sue us, or something like that. If you want to take advantage of the alternative funding industry, I'm going to tell you this is the industry I love. I'm going to tell you this is the industry that I've made a lot of money with. I'm going to tell you this is the industry I've helped a lot of clients make a lot of money with, friends and family make a lot of money with. And if this is an industry you want to get involved in, I recommend meeting the people you want to do business with, like physically flying down to meeting them. If you can afford to hire an investigator, we use a lot of former FBI, former CIA people. These are people you can hire to do background checks. It's not only do these people have lawsuits or not, or other losers calling them fraudsters or not. I'm telling you, a lot of my competitors are really good people, and they're not fraudsters. So do your own due diligence, listen to your intuition. We're really interested in working with some really good people that are vision-driven entrepreneurs that really want to serve the world, and I think we have some things that are really amazing to offer. Another question I get is, Taimour, we love all the services of Funds Global. What are the top 3 services you offer that we should really seriously think about, call you or your organization and get you guys involved? But my favorite service, the one that makes a lot of sense, is the trusted advisory service. This is when we become your chief banking officer. We work with your CFO, your legal team, the CEO, the COO. We look at where your organization is, where you want it to be. We look at banking programs that make sense for your type of business, that are proven and would work to generate access to alternative revenue sources for your business that makes sense. From that, we then create offshore tax structures, offshore bank accounts, offshore bank licenses for your organization, so the revenue that gets generated has a channel to go to that is well protected. We have a lot of domain expertise that I do not share ever on YouTube. It's not like a lawyer who's like, go create a trust account and cooks out in. Like we don't do. We do some very sophisticated stuff that I'm very proud of. That's our intellectual property. And so the trusted advisory services, where we become a trusted advisor, is one of the things that I would recommend everybody to look at. It's a monthly retainer, you pay for it, but let me tell you, for every penny you put in to that, you get tens of dollars out of it. And I think you're not going to get this amount of expertise dedicated to your business. So that's something I would recommend you to think about and sign up for. Second one is if you're looking for access to capital, we have a lot of unique programs like Rent a Rich Uncle that we can support your organization as long as your organization is a successful business and not a startup, not somebody who's going bankrupt. It's a successful business that has real cash, real assets, and is generating something real, that's real growth. I think we have some avenues for accessing capital that others simply cannot offer. And the final one that I love is we have a lot of asset management structures that are very unique to our intellectual property that I love to share with you. If you have assets, you want to grow, you want to get bank license, you want to set up a trust, you want to work with multiple central banks, do some really cool stuff. I think I'm the only weirdest person that has real expertise and experience in doing this stuff. And so my name is Taimour. I'm from Alpha Global. Thank you for following us up on YouTube. If you're doing that, thank you for trusting me. Thank you for trusting my team. And on behalf of my team, I just really want to say thank you. And we look forward to the opportunity of serving you.